and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this beautiful arcade stitch. It's a really easy stitch. It's a 4 pattern repeat. So when we get to row 2, 3, 4 and 5, you just repeat those until you get to the desired size that you would like. It makes a really nice blanket, cushion covers, scarves. It's just a really lovely project and quite easy to do. If you've subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. If you've not subscribed, if you'd like to do so now by hitting the subscribe button, and if you press the notifications bell and click all, that'll mean you get notified every time I do an upload or a tutorial. So for this tutorial we will need your yarn. I'm using DK. You will need a corresponding crochet hook. I'm using a 4mm, your darning needle and a pair of embroidery. So I've just done a slip knot and popped that on my hook. For this pattern, it's multiples of 6 that you need to chain depending on the width of your project. So for this sample size, I'm going to just chain 24 and then it's +1. So I'm actually going to chain 25 in total. So if you'd like to measure the width of your project, how long you want it, it's in multiples of 6 and then +1. So if you'd like to do that, and then I shall meet you back here. So I've just chained 25, so that's my multiples of 6 +1. And what we want to do is work into the second chain from the hook. So we don't count the loop on the hook. So 1, 2, so it's our second chain, so that's this one here. And we're going to work a double crochet. That's UK terminology. In the US it's a single. So we'll work a double crochet into the second chain from the hook. There we go. Then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. Next we're going to miss the next 3 chain spaces, so careful not to count that one there. So 1, 2, 3, so we're going to miss those 3 and work into the 4th, and we're going to do a double crochet in there. And then also in the next 2 spaces we're going to put 1 double crochet. And then we're going to repeat that again, so we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, miss the next 3 chain spaces and work into the 4th, and put 1 double crochet into the next 3 chain spaces. And we're just going to repeat that all along. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, miss 3, and then put 3, 1 double crochet into the next 3 rather. So struggling today. So when you get to the end, I'll show you how to get to the end. So you 1, 2, 3. When you come to the end, you'll have 5 chain spaces remaining. So you will still chain 3 as you have done, and you will just put 1 double crochet into the last 2 stitches. and that will be the end of the first row. So if you're just continuing, go ahead and do that, pause this video. So it's 3 double crochets, chain 3, miss the 3 chain spaces underneath, then 1 double crochet into the next 3, chain 3, miss 3, and so on and so forth until you get to the end. When you get to the end, you'll have 5 stitches remaining rather. So chain 3, and we're just putting a double crochet into the last 2. So if you'd pause the video and I'll meet you back here. So now on to row 2, we want to chain 1 and turn our work. Now we're going to work directly into this chain space here, and we're going to put 5 treble crochets. Again, that's treble in the UK, it's a double in the US. So to do that, yarn over, insert your hook into the chain space, grab your yarn and pull up a loop, so you've got 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. That's 1, we need 5, so 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. Next, we want to miss the next stitch and work into the one after. So basically, it's going directly into the middle of the double crochets from the previous round, the 3 that we did. We're going straight into the middle one, and in there we're going to put a double crochet, and that just anchors this little arch down that we've made. So then we want to put 5 treble crochets into this chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And then we're going to do the same, put a double crochet into the middle, the doubles from the previous round. Then we're going to just repeat that all the way along. So next you'll put 5 treble crochets into this chain space, then you'll put a double crochet into the top of the middle double crochet from the previous round, then 5 trebles, a double crochet into the middle, and so on and so forth until you get to the end of the round. And then I'll show you, so if you'd like to pause the video, go ahead and catch up to the end, and when you get to this last bit, I'll do that with you. Right, so just getting to the end, I've just put the 5 treble crochets into that chain space. And then here we've got the double crochet from the previous round. And all we want to do to finish is pop a double crochet into there. Sorry, it's our chain 2 from the previous round. I'm struggling getting in it. There we go. Okay, so that just completes that round. So we're now on to row 3. Just to let you know at this point, on here I change colour every 2 rows, but it's from the end of row 3 that I do that. So I'll show you throughout the video how to get this effect. Of course, it's entirely up to you what you do. You could have it as a block colour, you could do 4, it's entirely up to you what you do, but I will show you how to do it in this effect that I've done here. So for round 3, you want to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn your work. And now what we're going to do is put a double crochet into the middle into the 3 trebles in the middle from the previous round. So we're basically going to miss, have a look, the first 2 stitches and then put a double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2 and 3. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and do the same over here. So in essence, it depends how you look at it. You can look at it either we're missing 1, 2, 3 stitches and then going into the next 3, miss 3, next 3, or I prefer to look at it that I'm going into the top 3 as I find that easier. It's the same thing really. So a double crochet into these 3 stitches, miss the next 1, 2, 3 to go into the middle of the 3 from the previous round. I'll chain 3 first, 1, 2, 3. And you're just going to repeat that all along. So next I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, miss the next 1, 2, 3 stitches and work into the next 3, which is the middle. Okay, so if you'd like to complete that till you're nearing the end of the round of the row, so pause the video and then I'll show you how to finish on this end. So when you get to the end, you just want to chain 2 this time, 1 and 2, and then we're going to put a double crochet into the top of that double crochet that we did on the last round. So there were our 5. You want to go into the top of the double. So it's gone a bit small. How is it? I always get my stitches tight. So yeah, 1 double crochet there, and that finishes off your round nice and straight. So now we're going to change colour before we move on to round 4. So just snip off your work. I started, by the way, with the lilac colour on the pattern, but the lilac and the dark purple doesn't show up. Well, the lilac not so much, but the dark purple doesn't show up on videos very well, which is why I've just used these colours for you. Right, so round 4. So we want to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and turn our work. Now we want to put 2 treble crochets into that chain 2 space from the previous round, and this chain 3 here is acting as a treble as well. So we want to put 2 trebles into that chain 2 space from the previous round. So there's 1 and 2. Now what we want to do is put a double crochet into the middle of the 3 doubles from the previous round. So basically we're going to miss a chain space and go ahead and put a double crochet into the middle. Now this time, now from here on, we want to put 5 treble crochets into this chain 3 space from the previous round. So we want 5 trebles in there. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then miss a stitch and go directly into the next stitch, which is the middle of the doubles from the previous round, and we just want to put a double crochet in there, and we just want to repeat that all along. So 5 trebles into the next one, 3 and 4 and 5, so 5 trebles there, and then a double in there. So miss a chain space and put a double straight into there. You can see how it's working out. So if you'd like to continue that to the end of your row, so next it'll be 5 treble crochets into this chain space, then a double crochet, miss a stitch and put a double crochet, 5 trebles, miss a stitch, double, 5 trebles, miss a stitch, double, all along until you get to the end. And I will show you how to finish this last bit. So pause the video and we'll start the next round. So at the end, you should have just put 1 double crochet into the middle of the 3 doubles from the previous round, and what we're left with here is the chain space from the previous round. So what we want to do is put 3 treble crochets into there. So 1, 2 and 3. Whoop. So basically each ends will always match, which I'm sure you know anyway, but each ends will always match. So here we started with a chain 3, then we did 2 trebles into the chain space. That chain 3 counted as a treble, so that's why we're going ahead and putting 3 trebles into there. So sticking with the same colour, because we change colour every 2 rows to get the effects I showed you earlier, we're on to row rather. Do you know, I've been doing that much circular work lately. Round row 5. So we're going to chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to put a double crochet into the second chain space. So there, into the second treble from the previous round, we'll put a double. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Then we're going to miss 3, 1, 2, 3, and then put 1 double crochet into the next 3 chain spaces, which is also the middle 3 of the 5 from the previous round. One, 2 and 3. Then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, miss 3 stitches, then put 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2 and 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, miss 3 and put a double crochet into the next 3. So if you'd like to continue that all along until you get to the end, and then I'll show you how to finish the row off. So if you pause the video and I'll meet you at this point. So getting to the end of the work, you just want to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. miss 3, and then you put a double crochet into the next stitch, and a double crochet into the top of the chain 3 from the previous round, and that will keep your work nice and straight. So don't forget to go into the top of that chain 3 on this round. Now at this point you would, if you're changing colour, you would snip off and change colour, or just continue. But basically that is the pattern, and what we do now is repeat. It's a 4 row repeat, so you would repeat rows 2 to 5 until you get to the length that you desire. So I will pop a timestamp in the description box of this, and it'll timestamp you to the second row. So basically if you just click on that time, it will bring you back to where I start row 2, which is the start of the pattern repeat. It is they are very similar, the rows, but it is the slight differences in how you start. So enjoy making your work. Show you the pattern again. I'd absolutely love to see what you make. I love to see different colour combinations. I love to see what projects you do with things. It also inspires me on what to do next for you. If you've got any requests of any specific tutorials, then give me a shout and I'll pop them on my list of tutorials to do. I've popped in the description box a link to my social media, so Facebook and Instagram. You can share your work there. I do love hearing from you. If you've got any questions about this pattern or this tutorial, then just pop them down in the comments box below. If you've enjoyed watching this tutorial, give me a thumbs up. Otherwise, I shall see you next time. Enjoy!